Shalom, Yasharala. This your brother Dawada, coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you. I can push this truth and sincerity over the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. So I want to jump into this here quick little lesson, which was pretty much inspired by, a situation that kind of happened. Not making too much of a situation, but nevertheless, as we put up these videos or whatnot, the important part of these videos is that you get the message, all right? And you have to keep your mind and things focused onto that, Now, if you've been watching the videos, especially the highways and the byways teaching for quite a while and things like that, you've pretty much realized and adjusted to how those videos work. Especially back in the days, a lot of the videos you'll hear fire trucks, drummers, all kind of shit going on in the background, and you tend to ignore all these things, and you're just there for the message. So if you were to try to give, have somebody that how do I say, is not into the truth or whatnot, never seen a video of street preaching or whatnot, and they ask you, to let you hear what's going on or whatnot, all of a sudden now they are all of a sudden now they're over there like, I can't stand the fire trucks going by. How can you listen to this? All I hear, all this and that in the background, because their focus is somewhere else other than the word, So dealing with these situations, you have to take into account the importance of the things that we're dealing with, all right? You have to learn how to block these things out. And if your mind isn't focused on those things, you're going to wind up missing, missing the mark, more or less to say, because the important thing was for you to get the edification, not be worried about the rest of the stuff. So we're going to start out here in the book of Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. It says, Son of man, I made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me. When I shall say to the wicked, Salakia, give me a second. When I shall say to the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked ways, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but the blood will I require at thy hand. And that's, to the teachers that's out here who are giving this here information, and, you're supposed to take this information and feed the flock with it, But going in verse 18, it says, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning. Slack, I just read that. Verse 19, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked ways, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. All right, so nevertheless, you as the people that are listening or whatnot, and getting this understanding, you have a job as well too, man. All right, it's just like you at in a class with a teacher or whatnot. They're giving you all the answers to the test, all the information you're going to need to pass. It's up to you to gather that and retain that, all right? So if you want to fail in the test, it's not really the teacher's fault if they did all that they could do to give out the lessons, show you the notes, and so on and so forth to help you prepare for these things, right? So as the listeners, you have a job to do certain things, So you shouldn't be asking, what's going on here and there, whatnot, Let me go from there to, I just had another precept I was going to pull. We'll just get back into Ezekiel 33. Lord willing, it'll come back to me. And nevertheless, this here, this video, the situation that pretty much happened wasn't nothing big or nothing like that. But nevertheless, it's just out of concern, a brother put up a video, whatnot, and, he has his dog in the video, the dog's walking, he's just doing, walk and talk, whatnot. And then somebody comments on it, like, oh, what kind of dog is that? I'm like, bro, why are you worried about, the wrong thing at the wrong time, man? You should be worried about the lessons. If you're going to ask any questions, let it be on the lessons, all right? You're pretty much showing forth what you're really there for, what your main purpose is there for, Or just like those people that are subscribe to your channels and never watch none of your videos until there's a title or something like that that's kind of provocative. Oh, Edomite gets stomped out. Edomite gets cut. Edomite this and that, so on and so forth, Or they see a fight or whatnot. Those are the videos that a lot of these people like to watch, and it's for their own entertainment. But we just read, if you warn him and he don't turn from his wicked ways, the same is going to die, but the blood is on his hand. Your hands are clean. All right, so you as the listener, you need to do your job to make sure that you on point, man. Because, hey, how would you feel that, like, the Most High presented this right here to you in your face? You had it all, but you didn't grasp that information, man. Are you more worried about the little background stuff that was going on in the background? When I first came into the truth and was trying to show people these videos or whatnot, and, they were, with a fire truck in the background, this, and that. How can you listen to that? I'm like, bro, this, thinking, like, this is going to be kind of sad that, if you had to wake up, let's just say hypothetically, you woke up in heaven and Most High say, why ain't you make it? Like, shit, why you ain't watch the videos? Oh, the fire trucks was too loud. So the reason that you didn't, wind up making it, you had to die your own sins, was because the fire trucks was too loud? That was your excuse? It wasn't that you couldn't find the truth. Nobody never told you about these things. It was just the fact that you let these small distractions sit there and distract you like these things, man. All right. You know, a lot of people say, oh, nothing good in life is free, you know, but in this scenario, you know, you still have to pay for this here truth. You know, you have to pay by what? Paying attention. But nevertheless, you know, a lot of things that come so-called easy or whatever, whatnot, it's not really worth it. So, hey, if you got to sit here and watch a video and have to bear with background noise as far as like, you know, on highways and the byways, we can't control if a fire truck roll down the street or a loud ass motorcycle or some shit like that, drummers in the background. You know, if that's your reason for cutting these things off, man, hey, you gonna, you know, it's not gonna go well with you. All right, let me start here in Ezekiel 33. I'm gonna start at verse 30. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the house. They speak to one another, every one in his brother, saying, come, I pray you, to hear with the word that cometh forth from the Lord. So, hey, you know, we're going to go and see what they talking about, you know. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people. All right, well, we Israelites, we're going to watch the videos or whatever, whatnot. And they hear thy words, but they will do them, but they will not do them. All right, so you have, you know, people that will watch our videos, and they think that they're really doing something. You know, and this ain't nothing trying to get on and no in particular people or whatever, whatnot. We're giving you warnings because ultimately, like, yo, just because you know you're an Israelite, you watch some videos or whatever, whatnot, you know, you got to be moved with faith off of these things, man. You got to be serious about these things, you know. Just like, again, you go to school, you know what I'm saying? You sit in a class, you hear the teacher lecture about all these things or whatever, whatnot. Don't mean you're going to pass your test on test day, man. You got to take notes and listen and follow along and be interested in what's going on and retain a lot of those things, man. You can't be like, well, I was in class. I did show up. She was talking while I was in the classroom. How come I failed the test? All right. Just because you know you're an Israelite and you to watch some videos, you have to watch it for the right reasons and the right purposes. Like I said, any brother that's pretty much in this here truth, you know, we all went through the same stuff, watching the videos to begin with, you know, and 9 times out of 10, you probably came across the street preaching first with all kind of background noises. But you know, and like for myself, I listen to pretty much everything I listen to, I put my headphones in, so I listen to it in the headphones. But nevertheless, after a while, I realized, you know, after people looking at me all crazy and stuff, like, bro, what? You sound like you got sirens blaring in your ears all damn day long. I'm like, bro, I don't even hear none of that, man. I just hear the message just coming out, man. You know, I didn't seem to drown all those things out because why? I desire the sincere meat, more or less to say, you know. I really want to hear this here lesson or whatever, whatnot. The only times I have to rewind and hear something again is because maybe a brother says something too fast or I want to grasp what's going on or whatever, whatnot, you know. Sometimes there are certain things that's going on, like, you know, maybe there's heavy wind noise or whatever, whatnot, and it's just, you can't get it all the way through. But at the same time, you know, you shouldn't be, how do I say, looking at things through a magnifying glass or whatever, whatnot. Oh, this fire truck in the background is too loud or whatever, whatnot, or not paying attention to the lesson. That's the most important thing, man. All right, that's why, you know, in my case, while I do my videos, I don't really have my face or anything showing because, hey, the full screen is with the scripture, so you can get that. That's the way more important thing, all right, for you to be able to see these things. Not that I'm afraid to be on camera or anything, because when we do camp, I'm on camera, you know, at those points of times. But it's more or less for you to get this here understanding. So maybe you didn't hear what I was saying or whatever, whatnot. I spoke too fast. Well, what I'm reading is right here on the screen. You can pause it. You can read it for yourself. And you can see exactly the things that I'm seeing at the same time. Because why? It's more important for you to get this here edification and understanding than it is for you to sit here and be distracted by the things that's going on around in the backgrounds or whatever, whatnot, and so on and so forth. Maybe, you know, you got, I don't know, maybe you got something on your face or whatever, whatnot, and the person that's watching the video can't take their eyes off the thing you got on your face or whatever, whatnot. Maybe some lint in your beard or something like that, man. You know, and then that just ruins their whole lesson. You know, hey, they're focused on that than the wrong thing, you know. So you as a listener, hey, man, you have to learn how to, hey, you know what, these are probably them demons right now. It's got me focusing on this and that and this and that. What about the lesson? Why am I more interested in the things that's going on around the lesson than the lesson itself, man? That should be your main concern. If you're going to ask questions, let it be on the lesson itself, you know. It says, verse 31, and they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy word, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. All right. And so, hey, Salakia, if you may hear right now, it's raining outside, you know, but what I'm speaking up a little louder just in case so you can still hear this here lesson. But nevertheless, you have to be serious about this, man. You can't be sitting over here like in your own mind about certain things like, yo, man, I wonder what this brother got going on with, you know, little small shit that don't matter about nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a time and place for certain things or whatever, whatnot. You know, there's nothing wrong with asking a brother where he get his shirt from, his shoes from, Oh, where you get that watch from, that necklace from? There's nothing wrong with asking those things. There's a time and a place, though. All right, in the middle of a lesson, it's not really expedient for you to be learning those types of things, man. You know, hell, you learning how to be a heart surgeon or whatever, whatnot, in the middle of a surgery or whatever, whatnot. It ain't no time to be asking the damn doctor, the other doctor, oh, what type of shampoo you use or cologne you use or whatever, whatnot. You can wait till later to ask about those things, man. Right now, we need to worry about this here patient. All right. Verse 32, and lo, thou art unto them a very lovely song of one that has a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they will do them not. So yeah, they so-called like something about the situation that you got going on. But as far as the actual lesson and the things that they got that's inside, you know, the video that you're putting up, they're not really concerned about that. They're concerned about all the other little small things going on around the situation, man. All right. Verse 33, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet had been among them. All right. Someone's going to wake to everlasting shame. Like, damn, somebody was there trying to tell me all these things and break all these things down to me and everything like that. And let me close out on this real fast because the rain is getting a little loud. Salat. Damn, I wanted to get something different too as well. But this is Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst for water, but of hearing the word of Yahweh. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. And that day shall the fair virgins and the young men faint for thirst. And so we're coming into dire times where they're implementing and pushing the stages for the mark of the beast and everything like that. We know that our time is short, pushing out this here word. So now it's crunch time. You should be trying to get as much information as you can and focus in on the lessons now more than ever. All right. Because of the fact that this here word is about to be taken from the street soon, man. You're not going to be able to hear all these here things, man. And then at that point in time, you don't want to be like, oh, damn, what was those guys saying? What was that name they was calling on? What did they say was the mark of the beast, so on and so forth? You know, and there's a lot of the times where we do more or less to say repetitive videos on the same things because of the times that we're living in, like the mark of the beast and what the mark of the beast is. I mean, come on, man, especially here at GMS, our videos are flooded with what the mark of the beast is, right? For you to be watching our videos for so long, but you nitpicking on this and that and looking at these little side things and these little things that's going on in the background, and you didn't get the lesson, all right, then you ask, oh, shit, what was they saying the mark of the beast is? How did they say they was going to implement this and so on and so forth and yada, yada, yada. Hey, man, you know, now you looking for this here knowledge, you're not going to be able to find it, man. All right, because ultimately you wind up casting that out for so-called entertainment or the small things, the other things, man. You know, and you worried about, what kind of a dog or brother got or what kind of car. You know, you see some brothers, they do videos where they driving in the car, you know, in transit or something like that. And maybe the person may see a logo on a headrest, or they can kind of tell what kind of car you got, and they asking about it in the video. Like, bro, if I wanted to be talking about what kind of car I had and all this type of shit, I'd put up a video about that. The video is on the mark of the beast. If it's not pertaining to that or something else scriptural, all right, then there's no place for all these things here right now, man. Because this is dire and important for us to be teaching you about these things right here and right now, man. All right. But nevertheless, you know, hey, like the scriptures are saying here, you know, when that famine of the word come, hey, they're going to be, for one, they're going to know a prophet had been among them when they start seeing these things come to pass. But then two, they're not going to know what the hell to do because they wasn't taking in the important and certain things that they needed to be taken in. They was worried about all the little small shit. What kind of car this brother got? I see him in this here car all the time. Oh, shit, he got a sunroof. Oh, shit, he got this and that. This brother ain't even got his seatbelt on. Oh, this brother got a construction vest on or whatever. What? He must work in construction. Bro, why you worried about all of that shit? Worry about the lesson. All right, because this is what's going to wind up, you know, let me grab it. Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time and the strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. So, hey, in these last times, man, you need to be stocking up, doomsday prepping with this here information, man. Now is not a time for you to sit here and be like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Put it off for another day. Put it off for another day, man. Because sooner or later, man, this here word is going to be taken up off the airwaves, you know. Then you're going to be looking for information, and guess what you're going to wind up finding, man? You're going to wind up finding that bitter water out there, man. These other people that's telling you things like the mark of the beast is Christianity and so on and so forth. Then you're going to wind up, you know, catching judgment or whatever, whatnot. I'm like, oh, wait. I found out I was an Israelite. I watched some videos and this and that and so on and so forth. But what? You wasn't serious about it. You know, you wasn't diligent about it, man. You wasn't sincere with these things, man. You was worried about all the other things. It was just a pass of time or entertainment, man. All right? So, you know, if you in that spirit or you happen to be in that spirit, man, for your own benefit, you should, you know, examine thyself, man. All right, and try to correct those things, man, because what's more important is this here message than anything else that's going on around about us, man. Again, asking a brother what kind of car he got because he see, in the background, or where you work at because he see a construction vest. Nothing wrong with that, but there's a time and a place for certain things. You see us on the highways and the byways preaching, and we going into something, who are the Israelites, to mark of the beast. No time to be like, hey, I got a question real quick. Hey, man, where you work at? Are they hiring right now? I'm like, bruh, there's nothing wrong with asking that question, but there's a time and a place for that. Why don't you wait till the lesson is over with or something like that, and we just sitting here chit-chatting and talking or whatever, whatnot, man. All right? So I'm going to go ahead and close out with that. Lord willing, this here lesson was edifying unto the elect. Until next time, I say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakudash, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that taught us this truth, and I rule well. And salutation and much love for Yaki and pushing his truth and sincerity over the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. Till next time, I say, stay strong. Shalom.